ZMT Sports back. Episode 30, Tom. What better way to have episode 30 with you feeling miserable? Tell us why.
Today, the New York Jets cemented themselves as the most idiotic, stupid, incompetent, joke, laughing stock, any bad adjective you can think of.
There's not enough
NFL.
Not enough synonyms in the world.
By trading Sam Darnold to the Carolina Panthers. That is what happened today. That's why I'm miserable. And I am literally on the brink of my fandom with this franchise right now. I am tired of the constant bullshit
Me too.
that this team puts this fan base through. And Jet fans are so nearsighted.
They're dumb.
So nearsighted. They think that what pisses me off the most about Jet fans on Twitter is the same guys that you have on the back of your screen wearing those bags are wearing those bags because we never could find a franchise quarterback. Now, Sam Darnold hasn't played like a franchise quarterback the last 3 years. I'll be the first one to admit that.
But that's not his fault.
Exactly. He was dealt a shit hand, right? The Jets have finally positioned themselves, even before this trade, with great capital. And I'm sorry I have to short this short, but the Mets right now are blowing a game behind us while we're recording.
What happened?
The dude just hit Bryce Harper to drive in a run by hitting him. So this night and this whole day is it's great right now, Mike. It's great right now. Anyway, but back to what I was saying. They finally set themselves up with the right draft capital situation, coach, GM, to finally give Darnold what he deserved, and they traded him. Now, before I put on my crazy Jet hat, the haul, what they got for a quarterback that was literally ranked 33rd out of 32 quarterbacks in the NFL, and getting a 6th round pick, getting a 2nd and 4th round pick is a really good haul considering
not bad
the production.
Again, 3 picks.
And there it goes. 2-2. But yes, they got the picks.
Such a joke.
You
need to grow on the mound.
I am not even talking about. I don't want to talk about that right now.
You need to grow on the mound for the Mets to win. That's it. So bad.
Talking about the Jets trading my favorite player. Wow, the Mets are blowing a lead behind me. This is a disaster. This is a disaster.
Oh, my heart hurts for you. Oh, man.
Oh, dude. Anyway, they got a good haul, but it was such a dumb move, man.
Listen.
Talking off the ledge.
I'm not going to talk you off the ledge because I couldn't agree with you more. I am going to go with the Jets are stupid. Obviously, you have Zach Wilson coming in. That's what they think. That's probably what's going to happen.
Wait till they take Justin Fields, bro.
And or they do some ass backwards thing.
Mac Jones, dude.
Fields,
Mac Jones.
or that. But I totally agree with you because they are, like you said, they finally seem to kind of get it right. You know, the capital, the coaching staff, everything. You have a guy that's 23 years old, 24 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got rid of him when he's got the experience. When I don't get it. I don't get. You're really gonna put your faith into Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, young guys that have not performed in the NFL yet. When you have a guy who has performed in the NFL, and it might not be the greatest thing, but it's also because of the team that he's had, because of the coaching staff that he's had, and now he's gone, and now you got to start all over again. Whole different process.
The vicious cycle, dude. You hit it on the head, bro. Because you know what's even more sickening? Sam Darnold's 23 years old, man. He'll be 24 going into this year. He'll only be a year and a couple months older than these quarterbacks coming in with 3 years of experience. All we did was gain an extra 2nd round pick by trading him. That's all we did. So now we're bringing in an unknown. What if Zach Wilson sucks, bro? What if he sucks? He needs the minute Joe Douglas spoke with Carolina's GM. I forgot his name. He's new. And said, we're going to do this deal. Zach Wilson's his floor became, he not only has to be way better than Sam Darnold, he has to be way better than the haul the Jets could have gotten by trading this pick to a team that so desperately wants Zach Wilson. So in my mind, Zach Wilson needs to come in and not play like even Sam Darnold was as a rookie, not play like Baker Mayfield was as a rookie, not play like Joe Burrow was as a rookie. He needs to come in and play like Justin Herbert as a rookie.
Yeah.
He needs to come in and play like first-year Rodgers. He needs to come in and play like first-year Mahomes. That's what he needs to do, because that's what the Jets just passed up on by not trading. That deal Miami got, they would have got even more. They would have got even more for trading that number 2 pick and keeping Darnold. And I don't care what any Jet fan says in their right effing mind. We cannot trust this organization to develop a quarterback. We just watched it happen with the number 3 overall pick with Sam Darnold just 3 years ago. We saw it with Sanchez. We saw it with Geno Smith. We saw it with Chad Pennington. The list goes on and on, man. It goes on and on with this team. They literally have been incompetent for years. We cannot sit here and say, no Jet fan, that Zach Wilson is the answer, and Zach Wilson was the only answer. The answer was building around Sam Darnold, because when Sam Darnold goes to Carolina this year and has DJ Moore and has Robbie Anderson and has C-Mac and has a good offensive line, and literally is going to get with the coaching staff that was seconds away from being the Jets coaching staff 2 years ago before our owner so smartly hired Adam Gase. He's getting with the guys that wanted him in the first place with the Jets. I'm telling you, Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers will be not only competitive next year, but they will be a playoff team next year, because Sam Darnold is a way better quarterback than Teddy Bridgewater. Yes. Sam Darnold beat out Teddy Bridgewater as a rookie. People forget Teddy Bridgewater was the starting quarterback going into 2018 for the New York Jets. And then they drafted Sam Darnold. And then Sam Darnold won the job. Okay. Then the Jets traded Teddy Bridgewater to New Orleans. People forget that. The Panthers are literally what the Jets could have been 2 years ago. Matt Rule at head coach, Robbie Anderson as the number 1 receiver, or number 2 receiver, whatever you want to say, Joe Brady as the offensive coordinator, Teddy Bridgewater as the backup. Literally could have been the Jets. Literally, and it's happening right now with Carolina. And why is it okay for Darnold to go to Carolina with a fresh start? It's not like the same coaching staff's here with the Jets. It's a whole new coaching staff. It's a abundance of draft picks. It's a new offensive system. So what the fuck is the difference between him going to Carolina? The colors of the jersey, the fan base. Fucking, it's annoying, man. I don't know why Jet fans think today's a good day. All over Twitter, I'm just seeing Jet fans like ecstatic, like, what a haul. Joe Douglas is the greatest. We got 21 draft picks. This is the worst drafting franchise in the NFL for the last 25 years. What the fuck are we going to do with those 21 draft picks? We're going to trade them for more draft picks in 3 years? Probably. Fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah, sorry. Some Jet fans are just really stupid.
And the Mets just officially blew the fucking lead. It's 5-2 now.
Oh man. All right. Well, I don't mean to add on to your fury, but what I'm going to say too is I just think this is so ironic. I think it's hilarious. It's not hilarious because it's going to hurt you. Guess what week the Panthers and the Jets play this year?
What week?
Week 9.
Wait, the schedule's not out yet.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I'm looking at it right now.
The schedule's not out yet.
Week 9.
It's not out yet.
Are you sure?
We don't know yet.
Looks like
100%. I know the NFL schedule is not out yet because okay. I would get the season ticket thing in the email because I'm a season ticket holder.
All right. Well, I'm looking at this. I can't even see it. I'm looking at the teams that Carolina plays this year, and they so happenly the Jets is the 9th team listed on the list. So
yeah, but it doesn't mean they play them week 9. But yeah, I will be at that game, and I just told my sister's fiance is a huge Panthers fan, so it's kind of actually ironic that that's the case.
I just think it's hilarious because if it is week 9, that's your lucky number, and I just think that's fucking hilarious.
And week 9 usually falls around week 9, 10 usually fall around my birthday too.
Exactly.
But I will be in Carolina. And I want this to be a ZMT special when that football season comes around. I will be in Carolina watching Jets Panthers wearing a powder blue Sam Darnold Panthers jersey, rooting for Sam Darnold to throw for 550 yards, 5 touchdowns, and literally blow the fucking doors off the New York Jets while Zach Wilson throws for 4 interceptions, 1 touchdown, 119 yards. And I go to all the Jet fans there and I go, we are fucking stupid. And I pull out I pull out my Twitter, I pull out everything. I show them I'm a Jet fan. I show them everything about, like, we just gave our future away. There's our future. We're watching it on another team. I can't wait for that day. Cannot wait for that day. And mark my words, I will be there. Maybe not powder blue, maybe black, because I think I like their black jerseys better. But I will be there in a rocking number 14 Sam Darnold jersey. No doubt.
I'll go with you. It sounds like a good trip. Listen, I understand your frustration, but it kind of revolves doors here, because obviously, I mean, it's not good for your team, but at least everything that you've been saying for the last year or two about Sam Darnold, and I agree with you, it can finally come true, because he's finally got the cast. He's going to have the coach. He's going to have the team.
He sucks, and I'm totally wrong.
Exactly. And it's literally a win-win situation. You could be either right about Sam Darnold, or you can be right, or the Jets could be right that Sam Darnold actually wasn't the guy. And I think that's why I understand you're upset, because if he is good, that takes away from you, and that takes away from all your feelings that you've had. But you also will be right. And I know how much you love being right, Tom.
But here's the thing. To say I won't be, let's say Zach Wilson comes in here and starts lighting it up, I'm not going to not enjoy it. Like, I'm a Jet fan, and I'm always going to be a Jet fan. You ride or die with the team. You know what I mean? But I don't, that shouldn't be the case, man. The dude should not be here. He should not be our starting quarterback. He shouldn't. We gave up on Sam Darnold way too early. It's just Joe Douglas buying himself more years as the GM. That's literally all it is. If he goes in and stays with Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold sucks with the Jets this year, then Joe Douglas ends up on the hot seat the following year, because what is he going to do at quarterback, especially if Zach Wilson turned out good and Fields turned out good and this draft class turned out good. But now he resets the clock. You're not firing a GM after a rookie's first year, especially quarterback. You're going to let him build a team for year two. If year two, the quarterback even shows a glimpse of hope, you're going to give him year three. And that's literally gaining himself job security for the next 3 years. That's what Joe Douglas just did by trading Sam Darnold today. Instead of 1 year of job security, maybe 2, he just bought himself 2, maybe 3 years of job security. And if it works out, he'll be here for the next 10 years. So I understand from a personal standpoint why Joe Douglas made this move. But for a football move, you can argue both ways. It's not smart or it's smart. You can't sit here and say the Jets did right today. You can't. And I don't agree with anybody who does.
I don't either, because I'm a big believer, too, in having somebody to learn from. And they are throwing Zach Wilson right into the Wolves.
We don't have a veteran quarterback to be his backup.
You have no... I know Sam Darnold was young, and I know you can say how he's played and everything like that, but he is a guy who has experience. He's in the league. You want to learn off of somebody like that. You're throwing Zach Wilson into the Wolves already with no competition whatsoever. If Sam Darnold was still there, and if you didn't want to play him, Douglas, fine. If you didn't want to play him, it is what it is. But at least there's competition for Zach Wilson. Now there's not. Now it is, I'm the guy, no matter what goes on and what happens, I could suck it up, and I'm the guy now. And that's what it's going to be. And that's why what I really don't like about this. Like I'm saying, this could be a complete hit, or it could be a complete miss. And I can't even explain what you feel right now. But this is just me being a football guy thinking, yeah, this guy's coming out of a BYU school, not even that big of a football school. His ego is
handed the keys.
And another thing is, like, I hate judging people.
He's a playboy. He's a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy,
as I'm saying, like, his ego already, it seems like it's going to be a problem. I hope I'm wrong. And I hate judging a book by its cover, but his ego looks like it could be a problem. And taking that ego to New York, out of all places, not the right way to do it.
Bro, he's going to be on every commercial right away because he's a good looking dude. He's going to be on every fucking poster, every this, the Broadway Zach, this, that. I mean, dude, I'm so tired of it, bro. I think that's what pisses me off the more. I'm just so tired of the vicious cycle that I've been put through since the last AFC Championship game, since the final in Pittsburgh when the Jets lost 24-19, and then they stripped Sanchez of every single playmaker and good situation that they had. Literally since that day, it's been a vicious fucking cycle of this, and Jet fans just accept it.
To just take it.
This would have been the point if they kept Sam Darnold this year, regardless of if he was good or bad. This would have been the moment as a Jet fan I would have said, you know what, this organization has learned from the past. I know the philosophy is keep taking shots at quarterbacks until you get it right, but that doesn't necessarily always end up that way.
Yeah.
Because look what the Browns had to wait 25 years just to get a quarterback that's somewhat competent in Baker Mayfield.
And they've been
He's
through
not
every
anything smart.
quarterback in the
And
book.
they've drafted Jimmy Clausen, Brady Quinn. The list goes on and on. Brandon Weeden. I mean, on and on and on and on with the Browns. The Jets are the Browns now. They literally are the Browns. They're going through this over and over and over again. They should have gave Sam one more year. They should have built around him, which they failed to do the last 3 years. Get a full evaluation on him, and then decide if you want to pick up his option, and then decide if you want to move on. There will always be hot shot quarterback, number one quarterback, this guy. Every single year it happens. People barely heard of Zach Wilson until like week 5 or 6 of the college football season this year.
Yeah, it's true.
Like Trevor Lawrence is number one.
And it's
Yeah,
even,
go ahead.
I'm saying it's even more crazy is that he wasn't considered the number 2 guy in this draft until he threw one ball at pro day.
It was Fields.
He was literally Fields this whole time, and now it's
just so pathetic, man.
He threw one ball and the pro day, and now he's like, oh, he's the number 2 guy. It's not without even a question. What?
So pathetic, man.
What? I'm not quite. I mean,
here's the thing. Here's my glimmering hope. You want me to try to be hopeful here?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, what's going on with Deshaun Watson, right? Is false. All those sexual, like crazy things that are being accused of him.
I hope so too.
Hopefully, it's false. Hopefully, in the next 2 weeks, it becomes false. Because the Jets just took out a team from the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes, probably their biggest competition in the Carolina Panthers. Because the Carolina Panthers were probably willing to throw every draft pick they had the next 3 years in order to get Deshaun Watson. The Dolphins don't have a high enough draft pick this year to get Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
because they're going to want to replace him at quarterback. The Jets still hold number 2. They literally, the only quarterback on their roster right now is James Morgan out of Florida International, a second-year player who never suited up for a game last year.
good for him.
The only quarterback on our roster. So if this shit is all false and comes out to be false with Deshaun Watson, and the Jets don't make a hard push at him after he comes out, because if it's false, he's going to speak and say, I still don't want to play for Houston.
Yep.
This is a hit job, blah, blah. I'm out. Get me out. The Jets are going to be the first phone call. And if the Jets now with another second-round pick next year, seven top, 100 picks in the next 2 drafts, if they don't make a hard push for him,
there's something seriously wrong.
Seriously, fundamentally wrong with whoever the fuck is making the decisions. And there's one report that hurt me today the most was Diana Rossini tweeted it from ESPN. I love her. She puts out so much good stuff and doesn't get any credit really, or not as enough credit as I think she deserves. That the building was split on whether to keep Darnold or not get Darnold. So it's the same bullshit again. The Jets never have everybody on the same board. Some people wanted to hire Gase. Some people didn't want to hire Gase. Some people wanted Darnold. Some people, who wanted him, who didn't want him, who made the overall decision. Did the offensive coordinator want him? Did the head coach want him? Is everybody on the same page? Did the head coach and GM both agree to this? Or it's the same shit. It's literally the same shit.
Yeah.
It's literally the same shit, and it's really getting bothersome for me. I'm getting so tired of it. They might become my Knicks, man. I haven't watched basketball the last 5 years until I saw them go on the right track. It literally the Jets may become my Knicks if Zach Wilson isn't light years ahead of Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold looks good in Carolina, and the Jets go 3-13, 4-12 next year. I'm literally going to not give a fuck about the Jets anymore and just watch football for fantasy and gambling and everything until they finally fucking grow some balls and get with it, because I'm tired of it. I'm on the brink of my fandom, man.
Listen,
literally on the brink of it.
Listen, from one shitty organization to another.
Different though. You guys treat your players right. You take care of them. You keep the players. You give them shots. Literally, you took a chance on a 4th-round quarterback in Dak Prescott and handed him the reins when Romo got hurt and never looked back. The Cowboys could have easily went back to Romo. Easily. And they said, you know what? We can't. Dak literally is proven whether, we put him in a good situation. Dak's our guy. Sorry, Tony, you've done great things for us, but we need to stick with our guy. The Jets totally gave a 20. He literally was 20 when we were 20. And literally he's the same age as us. He's part of our class, right? And was handed a shit hand. That's like you going to play football somewhere and then just dogging you. You keeping quiet. And then everyone's just like, yeah, get rid of him. He sucks. He just sucks. He sucks. Get rid of him. We need a fresh start. Like, you don't think that's not going to be fire under your fucking skin?
I know, and that's why I'm rooting for him in Carolina. That's why I'm rooting for. I never thought to this day that I would root for Sam Darnold and I would root for Carson Wentz as much as I'm rooting for both of them this upcoming year.
I'm a big Carolina Panther fan this year, man. I'm gonna be hurt when they lose games just as much as I'm hurt when the Jets lose games.
It says a lot about your guy. It says a lot about him and your feelings. They coming back?
No, it's 5-2. This team's the Mets are back.
No,
They're back.
How many outs are there?
2 outs and a runner on first, down 5-2. Bro, it's the Mets, dude. They're back. They didn't give any support to DeGrom, and they blew it, and the bullpen blew it. Literally.
Whole season to go, baby.
I know. I'm not really going to get too crazy over it, but it's just so funny that whatever.
Whole season to go. Listen.
Last time they lost opening day, they went to the World Series, so.
Boom. Always optimistic. Always optimistic, Tom.
Philly's about to be 4-0, though.
Yeah, I know. Great start for Philly, huh?
I know.
And that burns my skin more than ever hearing the Mets doing good.
Oh, look at us. Breaking news out of not breaking news, but the Sam Darnold story. Look, we got breaking news while we're recording. The Panthers were actually not the only team in on Sam Darnold. The Broncos made a late push over the last week per source.
I like that.
Should say a lot about Drew Lock and what the Broncos are trying to do.
Drew Lock stinks.
Oh my God! I wish there was a veteran out there the Jets could sign and still trade number 2. I'm done. I'm not talking myself into any other situations. I can't. I can't, man. I can't. I mean, I have nothing else to say about this team and this organization. I'm just going to let it play out. I don't care what the fuck they do in the draft. Now I know number 2 is a fucking quarterback, so that high draft could hold to get so much more picks in the future years is gone. And now I wait for 23 to see if they're going to go offensive lineman to help them out, receiver, corner, offensive lineman. I don't even know. I don't.
Oh man. You want other news?
Well, the Mets have the tying run up at the plate.
Is Alonso coming up?
Comporto.
Oh, okay. Not bad either. Gonzaga's down by 10 right now.
I know. I saw that. I'm excited to watch that game. Here's the thing, though. I have money on the Phillies because you know how I like to hedge my teams in games that I want them to win.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Phillies hold on to win, I win like $107 because they were like 2-1 underdogs. But if the Mets come back and win, I'll be happy.
Not bad.
It's a win-win for me. Game 1, they'll be 0-1. Who gives a shit, right?
Yeah. And
whatever it is, it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't know if you have anything else you want to bring up, ask me, or question me. I'm so devastated from today. My stomach hurt. I didn't know how to handle it, really.
No, yeah,
another jersey in the Goodwill bin.
Yeah, Bell, gone.
I bought 3 jerseys 2 summers ago.
Yep.
Bell, Adams, Darnold.
Gone.
Bell was released. Adams traded. Darnold traded. Then you get like a buyback or something. Give me fucking jerseys.
I give you money back, dude.
Seriously, or let me choose somebody else.
And don't burn this jersey though, because it'll be worth money one day.
No, I'm not burning his jersey. I'm gonna keep that shit.
Yeah, don't burn.
I burnt Adams because
he's a douchebag.
He forced his way out, and he's a douchebag. He's a pansy ass. Darnold's not a pansy ass.
I agree. I think Darnold's jersey will be worth a lot of money one day.
If he wins a fucking Super Bowl, if that dude wins a Super Bowl,
you're gonna be in tears.
Nah, I'll be so sick, dude. At that point, I'd be sick. I want him to do good, but if he somehow wins a Super Bowl, I can't. Dude, if Conforto goes yard while we're recording, I'll go fucking. That'd be crazy. Facts. There it is. The Mets were up 2-0. People in the bottom of the 8th, 1 out, and nobody on.
I think we should stay and see what happens here.
It's a good way to end this one.
Yeah, man. 3-1 dinger to tie it right here. You think?
From your mouth to God's ears.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's 5-3. This team don't quit. I like that. I like that.
It's a good. What a fun game to start the.
It's just one. It's just one game. I like how they're fighting. Alonzo is the winning run now. It's a good sign. You're picking up for your guys. You might fall short, but even if you fall short, man.
Yeah.
As long as you fight.
Absolutely. I think we should just stay on the podcast until we
No,
see what
we are.
happens.
We are. We're going to.
It would make a great video if they come back here, Tom. For
Harper
sure.
almost made that catch too.
Did he? Right
Now,
off
is
the
it
club?
flipped for you? Does it look backwards? Because when I'm watching, it looks like
No, it
like
looks fine
the right.
actually.
Yours is it's normal. Okay, so my
Yeah.
screen's not flipped for me.
Yeah.
Lefty against Alonso.
Oh, here's Pete Alonso Walker. Not
It
walk
won't be a
off.
walk off, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
I know
no.
what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what
A
you mean.
little 1-run lead. Oh, put the pressure out.
Somebody
hell?
threw something.
What is that? A towel? A shirt?
Trying to buy some time. Huh. This is intense, man.
I know. I'm excited, dude.
This is awesome. Some live action here on ZMT Sports. Don't swing at the first pitch, Pete.
Oh my God. Oh, that just cements. That just cements your night, right?
Dude, I thought it was gone.
Dude, if you want to put an exclamation mark on your night, dude, that is it right there. Dude, for anyone who's just listening to our podcast, Pete Alonso just looked like a bomb to take the lead in this game. And Harper makes the catch at the wall, dude.
Dude, I thought that was gone. And I'm sitting here like, don't swing at the first pitch. And he sends it fucking 340 feet. It's gone in Yankee Stadium. Welcome, bandbox. Ugh. That hurt. That's a tough one. But hey, 161 to go, right? Oh,
Yep.
you're right. What a cement way to what a shit way.
Awesome stuff. Not awesome. That's just awful. I'm sorry, Tom.
That's okay.
All right, Tom. Well, I enjoyed this. Well, not really enjoyed it, but at least we got episode 30 out. We will have another episode out this week. But
Yeah,
I am
it's when
sorry.
I'll be more happy, and we'll be talking about free
Yep.
agency signings and things like that, and national champions and whatnot. Hopefully, the Mets will get their heads out of their ass during the rest of the week. But yep,
Well, it is what it is. Episode 30 in the books. Follow us on social media, sports_ZMT, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and etc. Also on YouTube. Tom, always a pleasure, my man. It's good to get a
always.
nice little short one in after almost a week of not having one.
I know.
But you
I take full blame for.
No, I've always messed with you. We're busy guys. We both work. We got lives. But at the same time, I just thought it was great that once we saw the trade, you texted me. You're like, hey, now we have an excuse. We have a plan for tonight. And you are damn right. Just having Dak got signed, there's a positive, and there's going to be negatives in our sports fandom. And this was
next time we'll be on is when Deshaun Watson gets traded to the Jets.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Just kidding. Sam Darnold, best of luck to you in Carolina.
I'll give it to you too.
I was just giving you
shout out to Phil. Shout out to Jared back there.
Please stop losing. What do they say? Please stop losing.
Yeah.
And what's the other guy say? Just end the season.
L
of misery. Yeah, he's not wrong.
Oh man. The Jets.
The New York Jets. Jets. Just end the season.
Oh man, never thought of that.
Never heard that before.
No.
What's another good one? Just entirely too stupid. I just created that one off the top of my head.
Well, it fits the narrative.
Just enough to suck. That's another one.
Just enough. Man, there's just plenty. Oh man. All right, Tom.
All right, man. I hate my sports life today. Oh my god. The icing on the cake is gonna be tomorrow when the Rangers lose by like 10 to the Penguins.
No, they'll win.
Yeah.
You're up in,
They'll win.
at least for Battle of the Hudson, the Rangers are up by like 8 points compared to the Devils right now. So
That's true. Well, we'll get to that when they play each other 4 times in a couple weeks.
the Rangers win 3 out of 4. I know.
Yeah. All right, man. Time to get on some shell and
Yeah.
rip some kids in NHL, right?
Yeah, take out your anger, baby.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. ZMT fans, catching out.
Later.